How's it going, everybody? It's Jason over here at realtourvision.com, bluelavamedia.com, chiming in, making a video for our friends over at UAV Coach and Drone Pilot Ground School. I'm a little late on this video, I have to admit. Alan and Zach, how's it going, guys? They wanted me to make a follow-up video. I promised that I would maybe a couple years ago. So this video today that I'm going to make is specifically for aerial drone pilots, and it is my makeup video that I promised so long ago. A lot has changed since we did our roundtable talk with Robbie Step out of Phoenix from LMP 360 Media and Alan Perlman and myself, and we sat down and we kind of roundtabled real estate photography and aerial drone services and how they mesh together, how you get started, what are the opportunities, how much can you make, what kind of investment does it take to get started. So today we're going to talk about all of those things, only fast forward several years from that original interview that probably so many of you maybe have seen, maybe you haven't. If you haven't, it's in your UAV, it's in your aerial drone ground school tutorial somewhere at the bottom in how to make money in real estate. So today, let's get started. I want to talk a little bit first about how much money can you make. So who am I? What do I do? Why should you listen to me? Well, first of all, I started Realtor Vision, a technology company for real estate photographers and now aerial drone pilots back in 1999. Cool technology, not why we're here today, but I started that company. We're still around. We've got thousands of users. And in 2007, I got the crazy idea to actually start my own real estate photography company right here in the little town of Traverse City, Michigan. Small market, but it's a resort town. A lot of realtors, as there is in every market. And today, presently, we do about 1,300 homes a year. We've got 3 full-time photographers, a manager, a virtual tour producer, and those 3 photographers are also 107 certified aerial drone pilots. So I know firsthand that you can make a lot of money in this business, and I know how to do it. I know what to do. I know what not to do. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks today, and hopefully you can apply those to your business, whether you're just getting started or you've been in this a while. I've got something for everybody today, so let's take a look. First, I want to start out by showing you guys some, by the way, this is the Blue Lava Media website. Feel free to stop on by. On our website, you can get a feel for what we charge. We're very transparent with our pricing, so it's right here front and center. I'm not a big fan of saying, hey, call for a quote. I just don't like that. I like to say, hey, guess what? This is what we charge. This is what you get. I keep it real simple at Blue Lava Media. One of the fundamental things that I'm going to tell you, if you are just offering drone, I think that you should also offer interior photography too, especially if real estate is on your radar. If real estate is in your sights, you've got to realize that there's so many real estate photographers that are getting 107 certified. And when they do that, you have to realize no matter how good you are, realtors only want to make one phone call. They only want to bother the home seller one time. They want to make one appointment, and they want a person to get it all done, whether that's photography, twilight shots, virtual tours, aerial drone. They want it one-stop shop. And so I'm all about the one-stop shop. So that's this video, I'll tell you right now, is going to be how to become and prepare yourself to become a one-stop shop. Back to the website. So once you see our website, you're going to see everything kind of revolves around what I call the lowest common denominator, and that is still photos. You can't list a house in this country, in really any country, without still photos. So US, Canada, anywhere, you've got to have beautiful stills. Everything revolves around still photos. So learn how to take still photos, and you're going to find you're going to have the largest sales funnel possible. You're going to hear me say that a lot if you follow me. I want you to have a big sales funnel because opportunities will not slip by. They'll fall in your sales funnel. We have 2 packages at Blue Lava Media, and they all revolve around still photos, and then they also come with some 360 photos. So whether or not you want to offer 360 photos is totally up to you. There's a lot of ways to get into that. I'm not going to get into that a lot today. You can go with a fisheye lens. That's going to cost you about $1,000. If you go with the Sigma 8mm fisheye lens, if you got to have a rotator for that, that's going to run you about $400. And then you're going to need a probably a photo stitching software that's anywhere from free if you use Huggin or Ice by Microsoft, or you could also go pro and get PT GUI. It's about $300. So I just spent $1,500 of your dollars right there, and you're going, wow, that's just to do 360s. So, or you could get a 360 camera. So that's a whole other different thing. I've got some great videos on YouTube that can help you with that, but still photos. So I believe that everything, it revolves around your still photo package, and everything else is an add-on. Don't get me wrong, at Blue Lava Media, we do a lot of aerial drone only packages, and we do a lot of aerial drone add-ons. So this is our primary drone log. You can see they're getting property lines, they're getting our exposure engine. Here we've got just a ton of, you can see when they say highlights V, that means that that's a standalone, short add-ons, long add-ons, and so far this year we've done over 200 shoots. So it's awesome, it's a lot of fun, and it's very profitable. Hey, here's Alan's website. Love it. You guys are doing a great job. And we've got RTV. This is home of the software that we use over at Blue Lava Media, and I can show you more on that later. Anyway, so I wanted to show you that's actually our log right there that I just showed you. So every order that comes through that wants drone, that's just our drone log. That is not our interior photography log. So that's just for the drone shoots. So once you build this up, you're going to have to keep things organized. We actually use Google Drive. The RTV system is really close. That's the software that we put all of our photography shoots through. Is really close to actually pulling in and scheduling all the jobs. So we're literally about a month or two away from all the scheduling and jobs flowing through the RTV system. But we do a lot of standalone drones, but we also do a lot of add-ons. That means that they order our photo package. So we'll do about 1,300 homes a year. Of those 1,300, about 300 to 350 are going to order our drone packages. And the drone packages will vary from the standalone drone to the add-on drones. So feel free to look at my pricing. Now, how much can you charge? Well, the industry average right now from coast to coast for a residential real estate photo shoot is anywhere from, depending on where you're at, so don't yell at me, is anywhere from on the low end, I've seen 99 still rocking out there. I feel that's too low. At Blue Lava Media, we're 125 for our base photo package, all the way up into the 250 range, depending on where you're located as a starter. So depending on where you're at, how would you get a feel for that? You would want to look around, type in your area real estate photography. So you would go to your friend Google and type in, there we go, Traverse City Real Estate Photography, and then you're going to do a search and just kind of look at your competitors. There's Blue Lava Media. You can obviously look at Yelp and see who you got. There's Blue Lava Media. Get on. You probably want to, it's a necessary evil. They will call you and bother you. You want to probably get your profile set up, watch for those phone calls, but look at some of your competitors. And you're going to want to just make sure that you're not so far out of line. A lot of it's going to depend on your skill set. You know, where are you at? How comfortable are you with your editing? Are you outsourcing your editing? Are you able to do call outs and property lines and all that stuff? So if you're right in there and you can stand with the best of them and you look at what else is out there, definitely price it accordingly. So at Blue Lava Media, we come in at 125 for our lowest photo package, and then our lowest drone package is 150, but that's only if you already order an interior. If you want our drone only package, starts at 200, and then drone long, this is a short one, that's just a highlights, and then this is our premiere, 259. And of course, they can add on from there. We do interior fly through, don't actually fly through the house, but we get them with a lot of add-ons, from social media videos to virtual staging. We are Zillow certified, and we can do we charge for the property lines. I have a whole video on how to do these really cool property lines. And there's I have to pause it here. We don't want to have to see all of the advertising that's going to waste. There's shameless advertising for Blue Lava, but I'll show you what I'm talking about by these property lines. I'm sure you've seen them, but they are the glowing lines that will highlight a property. That's what we call a call out. And I definitely recommend that you learn how to do those in Adobe Premiere or whatever you use, and those are called property lines. So my guys have gotten really good at those over the years, and they are now a commonplace. Almost every order, you saw that on our log, get the property lines. But I've got various things here. So visit the website. You can see some of the things that we are monetizing. So you can make a lot of money in this business, and it just depends on how many helpers you're going to have. Now, granted, the margins are low, and you do have to go for volume. When you're just getting started, obviously you'll make all of the profit, but you will eventually get to the point where you have to bring someone on. And I have some videos on YouTube that you can go, youtube.com/realtourvision. If you want to watch the one with me on a bicycle, it's a great video, and it goes over really how to get started in real estate photography. This one's not focused on drone, but the same principles are going to apply. You want to join your MLS. You want to attend some of the MLS activities. You want to search the MLS for others that are getting professional photography. How can you tell? Look at the photos. You can clearly tell who is getting professional photography, who is not. Remember, people that tend to like a really good steak are probably going to go out to different steakhouses, but vegetarians are not going to go to steakhouses. So try to remember that when you're selling your products and services, find people that are already ordering professional photography, because people that are doing their own are going to be the hardest people to sell. So you want to sell to other people that are already getting professional photos. And if you notice that they don't have boost marketing services like a property website, or maybe there's little extras that their supplier's leaving out, that could be your in. So search the MLS for opportunities. Find out who is ordering professional photography already. Find the people that are eating those steaks and introduce them to your steakhouse. Okay, and just remember, opportunities are everywhere, and everywhere if you just start looking. As far as what kind of a startup investment you're going to need to do this, the investment is going to vary based on really what you want to do. If you come into this and you want to just do the drone portion of this, again, it's something that I don't recommend, but if you come into this looking to just do the drone portion, you've got a drone, you've got a website, you've got your articles of incorporation, your legal costs, open up your bank account, boom, you're in business. You need some editing software and a good computer. If you do what I suggest and you actually take this at the least common denominator, and you come at it and you learn the drone aspects of it, and editing and delivering a nice finished drone product to the real estate community, but also learn how to do the interior photography, you're going to cater to the largest group of people. You're going to have the biggest sales funnel, as I mentioned before, but you're also going to have a bigger investment. You should expect to buy a camera, a wide angle lens, obviously the tripod, a bag, and you're going to want to, just like you do when you subscribe to Adobe Premiere, you're going to want to subscribe to Photoshop as well. You may want to find an editor that you can work with if you're not comfortable doing that. Most people are willing to edit your photos. It's not hard to find them. They're all over the internet, from 25 cents all the way up to a buck, $1.50. I've seen them as high as $2 actually. Remember, you get what you pay for. So as far as getting started, my dart throw, if you don't have anything, drum roll, is $3,000 to $5,000. So I know it's not a lot of money, but that's like getting everything, and that's getting a drone, that's getting a camera, a wide angle lens, that's even throwing a 360 camera in there. So it's a variance based on what kind of drone you want to get. Not going to get into drone recommendations. I know Alan does an awesome job with articles and drone recommendations. They're all over the place. I will tell you, at Blue Lava Media, we have the Phantom for professionals that we use, and we also just have started looking at the Autel Evo Autel. So there's a lot of different drones out there that you can get. Remember, you're going to work these hard. If you're doing any kind of volume, you will have flyaways, you will have they will crash, things will go wrong, there will be interception, radio problems, interference. So be prepared for that kind of stuff because it happens and it's terrible. And you just have to swipe a card and keep going, or pull one off the shelf and have a backup ready to go. At Blue Lava, we have Bub, backup bird, ready to go, and he gets used a lot. Buy the CARES package. I can't stress that enough. If they have a CARES plan, most of them do, even outside of DJI, but buy the CARES package because you're going to need it. It's an insurance, I think it's extra $150. And you could throw the bird up against the wall and send it back in pieces. They send you new bird, you're back in business. So remember that. That's just a really good tip there. As far as other things that you should expect to buy, you definitely want to look at insurance. There's a lot of companies now that have really good insurance if you're flying. I'm still a big proponent of on-demand insurance. If you feel like you are in an area where you need it, look into that on-demand insurance because it's very, very affordable. So as far as getting started goes, that's my ballpark for you guys. I recommend that you guys take a look at my YouTube video that I showed you at youtube.com/realtourvision, and watch the one with at least the one with myself on the bicycle. I think it's a 20-minute video and it's super, super helpful. Keep an eye out. I also do some webinars and such, and there's also a lot of just helpful getting started tips. But the way that whatever you do, I highly recommend, and there's a lot of systems out there like RTV. Whatever you do, I highly recommend that you use a system. And see if I can find, this is our tour gallery at Blue Lava Media, and this is tours.bluelavamedia.com. This is essentially most of the past projects. This is most of the past projects that we've done here this summer. And there's pages and pages and pages of these projects. Some of them have drones, some of them don't. You can pretty much tell which ones do. But we deliver, everything that we deliver is delivered via property website. And this is what the client gets. It's a pretty property website that has, I have a 4K monitor, so everything is, there's black over here. But so this is a property website that we have. This is a property website that we deliver at Blue Lava Media. And I have a 4K monitor, so most people are going to be seeing something like that. But anyway, it plays the drone up in the hero. You're able to scroll through it. The agents love these, and they go on the MLS. The way that, when I say I think you should use a system, and there are lots of systems out there, but most systems allow you to private label your name. So when you deliver your product to the customer, you are not just running and gunning and saying, here's your video, here's your photos, see you later. You're actually giving them something that they can turn around and put on social media. When they do that, they take this end product and they put it on social media, and it's very attractive and it looks nice and it's pretty and the pictures are gorgeous as long as you have a good editor or you're a good editor yourself, right? And see through the windows, all that fun stuff. Everything's nice, looks appealing. Oh, this is a 360. So the property website sells the agent. The agent posts the property website. Agent's sphere of influence is on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter is 30 to 40% of their sphere of influence is other real estate agents who see none other than your name, your logo on the finished product. So there's no question. You'll hear me say this a lot. When you're good at what you do, realtors will keep you in their back pocket. So remember that. When you're really good, they're going to be reticent to share you with other people. They are going to hold you in their back pocket as their secret marketing weapon because you're good and they're competing with each other. So they may share you with their group or other people in their office, but outside of that, the odds are they're not so much. So that's where a system, I highly recommend that you get a system. And again, there's lots of them out there, and real estate photography systems usually will host your video, host 360 tours, allow you to do floor plan tours, virtual tours. That's a commonplace. But most importantly, I can't stress this enough, when they post the end product, it sells for you. You put your advertising on it. Your brand is front and center. There's no question. When Bob looks at Gina's production, Bob says, oh, wow, Blue Lava Media did this. I think I'll give them a call. Bob doesn't have to pick up the phone and call Camille and say, who did this beautiful photography for you? Who did this gorgeous aerial photo for you? Who did this amazing virtual staging? So it's all part of the production. And so what happens is your WOM, you'll hear me say that a lot, WOM is word of mouth marketing. Your WOM goes boom, and you have a sales tool. Every production that you have created in the past to present that is still out there on the MLS, on Realtor.com, Trulia, Zillow, Homes.com, Harmon Homes, Mavodo, every real estate portal site that has your production on it. And you say, Jason, how do my productions get there? It's simple. The agent just has to put your production on the MLS, and the MLS syndicates to all of those places that I just mentioned. There are 7 or 8 big players, 7 or 8 big portal sites that pull that information and the tour or property website goes up to those websites. So that's how other people that are searching for homes, are probably selling their home, they're a prospect, and other agents that are on those portal sites are seeing your brand front and center. It's a billboard. Every past production that you do is a billboard for you, your brand 24/7. So I stress that I feel strongly that, and you'll look at other people that are in your market are probably using some kind of a system that gives the agent a property website. Let's take a look at a deliverable here. And so when we deliver to the agent, we actually deliver everything on one page. It just makes it super, super easy. I go down to deliverables here. The agent gets a page like this. This is what we call delivery site. Looks a lot like the property website, except it's got a giant message on it that says, don't post or share, because this is a token. This is a token made just for Lynn. And if Lynn were to share this, other people could edit her profile information, edit property details, and get links to her virtual tour and property website, download the photos, all that stuff. So this is our delivery mechanism. And when our customers order special services from us like marketing, they get our exposure engine. See if I can find one with one. I'll show you what that looks like. Found one. All right, so when they order our extra marketing that comes with what we call our exposure engine, we give them an e-brochure, a flyer, QR code, a social media video, and we post it to YouTube. All of those things are done through the system automatically, but we charge an extra $35 for it. Cha-ching, it's awesome, and it's an easy way to upsell. Would you like our exposure engine? It comes with lead capture, e-brochure, printable flyer. It comes with the ability to download the QR code, so on and so forth. So we give them all of these things. Social media video, they can look at it, they can download this video, they can post this video on social media. They're able to look at what we posted on YouTube for them. So all of these things come with our exposure engine, and it's available in a real neat way off of our delivery. This is our delivery page here at Blue Lava at RTV. It's called Delivery Site, but they get the links, the marketing, all in one nice page. Oh, and they can even add people onto the traffic report. So that's all built in. Pretty cool stuff. So that's why I stress to utilize a system that's going to sell for you, so that every project that you create, it sells for you and harnesses your WOM, your word of mouth marketing. It harnesses your WOM, your word of mouth marketing, in a very unique way. I want to show you one other thing that I think is important when you're choosing a system to use, or real estate photography system, and that is the ability for you to collect payment. So the delivery site here, and that is the ability for you to collect payment. So most systems will allow you to set up packages and pricing and allow you to, especially when it's a new customer and you're giving them their drone footage, but and that is the ability for you to collect payment before the client can access their drone footage or their photos. Most systems will have the ability for you to create packages, set your pricing, and deliver a page that will look like this. So this is a page that is, this is an order that's not paid for, and the agent, when they go to get their stuff, everything is locked, their marketing is locked, their links are locked. They don't have access to them. They can't download their photos. Everything is watermarked. When they try to download the photos, it is watermarked, and it instructs them to pay before they are able to download. So that's a very important aspect, and that is all set through, if with RTV, for example, that is all set through our settings page, where you can go and you can set up all of your packages. You can connect in with PayPal, Stripe, and by next week, we will have the ability for you to connect with Square. So you'll have a choice on how you want to connect your pay and receive your pay and send money straight to your bank. Your packages are all set up here, as well as your add-ons. So once you set up your packages, you can then set up all your add-ons. At Blue Lava, we have 16 add-ons, from private tour, requiring a password to view a project, to floor plans, custom domain, virtual staging, twilight shots, exposure engine. That's where you get all the marketing extras, the Astro Zoom space fly-in, extra photos, extra panoramas, social media videos, property lines, so on and so forth. So the package maker allows you to make packages, and then before the customer can actually download the photos and the drone footage, they have to pay with a credit card. It's pretty cool. And that's done just like that. So those are some of the things I recommend when you're choosing a platform to use. I obviously would love to talk to you about using the RTV system as that platform, but again, there are dozens out there, and we are one of the oldest. We do support panoramas and 360s and interactive floor plan tours and a lot more that I'm not going to get into today. But that's what I have for you today on my tips on getting started, how much money you can make, and how you find clients, and what opportunities are out there, and what kind of an actual investment is needed to get into this business, because it's a great business to get in. I would tell you right now, if you're an aerial drone pilot and you're just doing aerial drone and you're looking at real estate you've got your sights set on possibly getting into real estate, I definitely recommend it, but you got to do it right. Remember, you got one shot. Don't cut corners. When it comes to real estate agents, you mess it up, you mess it up, and they will never use you. They will say, oh, I use them, but I'll never do that again, and they will actually bash you. So be careful taking shortcuts. I don't recommend taking shortcuts. So if you're looking at, for example, the Theta V or the Z1, and you have the money, get the Z1, because the quality difference is huge. If you're thinking about just taking interior pictures with a cell phone, don't do it. Get a DSLR camera. You don't want that impression. You want a part of real estate photography, just as in drone photography and drone video. It's performance. It's a performance. They're hiring you to give them a great product, but at the end of the day, a lot of what you do is showmanship and putting on a performance, and showing, the agent is showing the seller that their power, their clout, that they're bringing in the professionals, and that's you. You're the professional drone pilot, and hopefully you're the professional interior photographer. So don't cut corners. It will bite you in the end. I definitely recommend that you look at, you saw some things on the Blue Lava Media website today. I definitely recommend that you look at getting a 360 camera so that I think that's an easier way for you to get into panoramic photography. There are few systems out there that will accept a 360. We are one of them at RTV, but not just that, but being able to do the Zillow 3D home tours is huge. It's an instant way for you to offer a Zillow 3D home tour. Let me show you what one of those looks like. Okay, this is Piccadilly we shot. It's already sold. Stuff's moving really, really fast. And let me pop open the Zillow 3D here. So this is a Zillow 3D home tour embedded into the RTV player. So this is the player that you're seeing. Actually, I've got it on the property website right here. So if you add it, it adds it. If you add a floor plan, it adds it. It's kind of cool. So it's got this little camera icon thing that it does. But the Zillow 3D home tour is here. So you can click on a room. This was actually done with the Theta Z1. The quality's not bad. I'm actually fairly impressed with the quality that this yields. And for $1,000, I mean, you're going to get your money back in a fairly quick amount of time. Let's take a look here at the Blue Lava Media website at what I charge for a Zillow 3D home tour. So the Zillow 3D home tour starts at $75 and it goes all the way to $180. Our average has been about $125 on these. Most people are doing the $125. So obviously you can do the math on that. You've got to do 8 of these to get your money back, and the quality you're seeing, I think is pretty good. So I'm really pleased with how the Z1 came out. And again, that's Theta, Theta Z1. So that does add to your startup costs, but it's one of the things I definitely recommend when you're getting started in the business. And it kind of gets you. It's one of the things I definitely recommend when you're getting started in the business. So if you were to get started, real estate photography, get yourself a DSLR camera. Don't go all out and get something crazy expensive. Remember, this is going to be a workhorse. If you start doing any kind of volume, you're going to really beat on this thing. You're going to beat on the camera, and I hate to say this, but you probably want to have sooner than later a second one. Let me tell you a story. Here locally, there was a photographer that started. They started shooting really low. I'm talking $99, which in this market, it's low. They were low ball in the market. And they nabbed a couple customers that were using Blue Lava Media. And lo and behold, their camera went down. Done. They were done. And our customers came back, and we actually had people say, yeah, we used the other person, their camera went down, they were down for 2 or 3 weeks while their camera was repaired. So number one, they were lowball in the market. They didn't have enough money to have a backup camera. And so those stacked up and they were down for a long period of time. So those agents that use that person because of that mistake, again, shortcuts will never go there again. So don't lowball the market. And as soon as you can afford a backup camera, get one and put it on the shelf. You're going to thank me for that. I promise you will. Another thing to think about in real estate photography, you may want a backup lens. That's going to come later. Remember that those things break if you drop them. So be careful. Business insurance, great idea. But the camera and the lens, you should expect to spend about $1,000 just on your camera and your lens. At Blue Lava Media, we use Canon T6i. I know you're going to laugh. That's an old camera. We've got like 4 of them on the shelves, and we rotate them out, and we send them into Canon, get the shutters replaced, put them back on the shelf, and we circulate them. So we blow at least 1 shutter for each photographer a year, and we send them out. It's because we're bracketing. Those shutters are only rated for about 125,000, 150,000 little shutters. That's the life of them, and then you got to replace them. So, but if you get a really, really high-end camera, what I'm saying is it's gonna be really hard for you to have a backup camera, and that situation could happen to you. So you're looking at about $1,000, camera, lens, tripod, bag to get a decent setup, and then you want to, as soon as you can afford it, get your backups going so that you at least have them. And then the Z1 is going to run you about $1,000. So I do recommend for the high-end 360 panoramas, you're going to want to look at getting a fisheye lens. Those are $1,000. And I mentioned that earlier on in this screencast. So anyway, a lot of tips there today, you guys. I hope that you find this helpful as a drone pilot. I would encourage you very much to get into real estate photography. It's a fun business. It's easy to get into. And it's a lot of fun. You know, you're going to have fun with your MLS, and you're going to have fun going out and getting jobs, and and with a variety of people. So there you have it. That's my tips for an aerial drone pilot, specifically for aerial drone pilots looking to get into real estate photography, how much you can make, what the outlook is, where to start, what to do, and hopefully this video leads you to some of the other ones. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Big thanks to Alan Perlman. Thank you so much. Sorry for the delay in getting this video out to you guys. I promised to a long time ago as a follow-up. And Zach, thank you very much. You guys are great over there. We are always sending people your way, and you guys continue to be, in our book, the very best in drone pilot training. So keep up the good work over there, you guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Have a good one.